Okay, thank you, Cheryl, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the HAR Scrum this week. So I'm gonna be your chair today, and Erika, could you perhaps please be my secretary, please? And we're gonna just start off with our first campaign, which is the inquiry optimization by Gray. So Gray, please do share your update here.
Yes, thank you, Sasha. So as you can see from the number itself, so most platform actually increased in their inquiry pace, and for the inquiry conversion in general, it's all increasing in all platform except for Instagram. But generally, we started again at the number 13 instead of 12, so that's a good start. And if you can scroll down to the activity, Sasha.
Sure.
Yes. So for Facebook conversion, mostly it's guests that extend, but managed to convert Villa Tortoise from Facebook, even though it's just one night after a long inquiry journey with Villa Tortoise. And agent managed to convert two new bookings, one long-term Dakutu and one extension booking from lot 6. And on Instagram, two turned down because they found another property. And for my action plan for now is probably will hold an HR workshop next Monday to maintain the HR responses. And I will try to discuss further regarding the key amenities plan is explained by Mr. Jing below with Fidi and Andre. Yes, and that's from me, Miss Chair.
I see. Uh, Before, does anyone else wants to ask about this campaign? If no, manage to complete. For the Villa Tortoise one on Facebook, I have a question, Gray. So there's no other conversion for that, but since it's marked as sold, no more inquiry coming for to Facebook Lilis, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So because we marked as sold, the inquiry actually stopped quite a lot because I think like previous week when we first published it, we got like 300 inquiries in a week, just mostly for Filat Tortoise. And now that we mark it as sold, we could focus on the guests that already inquires and already visit. They are super
Mm-hmm.
potential to convert for monthly. And
I see, I
Hakim
see.
actually already planned to publish it to Facebook Dean. But I said, let's wait for the potential guests that already visit and inquire first before we publish it again at Facebook. Because then if we publish it again at Facebook, it will just get a more inquiry with uncertain dates. So we
Mm-hmm.
can't really focus which is potential and which want to visit again. So yep.
I see. But do we still have any potential though? Because from what I know, that we have to guess that actually very interested in the Villa Tortoise, but actually like turned down, right?
Uh,
Do we still
yeah.
have any more than those gas?
I saw one in IG. There's also several in air support one. Because the one in IG, I think on Tuesday, uh, I forgot what his username is, but he asked about the deal for that. So yeah, if there's no more, then I will probably proceed with Hakim plans to post it on Facebook, Nadine.
Yeah. Oh, on Facebook, Nadine. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, from Instagram. Mm-hmm.
so we
Yes, please do
won't
continue.
publish it on Facebook Lilis again.
I see. I see. Actually, I just want to let you know that from Instagram, I think it's turned down because their budget is too low. So if we don't have like any potential at the moment, instead of just waiting for them, we can actually like just publish it, since we already got like the fixed price and the inclusions as well the exclusion for that monthly and weekly booking. So I think you can have follow up with Hakim
Yep.
for that. So, Ms. Secretary, could you please like remind Gray to have a discussion with Hakim in regard to post the Villa Tortoise and Facebook Nadine, please? Do anyone else wants to ask or? If no, let's continue to the other campaign. I see a bit from Andres here, so I'll skip those and move to the last campaign, which is the loyalty program by me. So as you guys can see, the number of checkouts and goodbye message both increase, and checkouts we've been getting higher number of checkout compared to last week. And for the conversion, loyalty conversion as well, for the reviews, both Airbnb and Booking.com also increasing by 0.15% and 0.5% respectively. And also for Airbnb, I'm pretty sure it's because of some of the reviews is fixed by PD team. Both those are from Joshua, John Nicholas, and Novice review from June. Now it's back to the database again. And the other reviews that are not on database actually still on progress, since there are a lot of combination of template and errors. And more detailed, you guys also can check it on the review check paper that is attached on this card. And for Booking.com, it's also increased. We've got another 3 new reviews at Pondok Kita, UVH, and Kembang Kuning. And for the action plan, for this loyalty program, that the PD team will continue to debug for the Airbnb reviews by reworking on parser template and Instagram scenario. And this pretty much from my update. Do you guys have any questions? Yes, Gray.
Yeah, I actually have a question because usually the one that Chris debug, the priority is always Gambala for some reason.
Oh yeah, for that one actually, Stefan also worked on that. That it's been fixed. I think Stefan, Stefan, Chris, and Kabayu has like fixed the problem, right, Stefan? Or do you want to say any update on that?
Yeah, so basically yesterday, with from my meeting with Kabayu, uh, he actually just fixed the, I don't remember the reviewer names, Leo or something, and yeah, and we fixed that, but unfortunately that the review uh, went to was sent to the email of the property owner, and I think it's because the listing ID, and then Kabayu just set some kind of logic on the scenario on Integromat, and yeah, so it could be prevented for not happening again in the future. So I think that's our that's what we have done yesterday. So except for that one that has been sent on to the what is it, the property
The
owner as email, except that one, then for the future reviews, I guess it will not happen again.
So thank you, Stefan, for and the PD team for helping on that. So as you said that there will be like reviews that is sent to the wrong email partner's email. Yeah, is that correct?
Yeah, mm, so basically, I might say that it was because yesterday, I don't know the reviewer's name, but uh, his review was not following any template, and we decided to make our own template from the previous review that has been successfully input into the database, and then we just made a new template, and I think it kind of triggered the what is it, the unfortunate event, the email that the review that sent to the property owner's email.
I see. Okay. Thank you for the update, Stefan. So yeah, that's the answer. I think does that answer your question, Gray?
Yeah. But Gambala owner doesn't say anything, right? Because last time they actually said something about when do these guests stay at our place, etc.
Actually, they followed up twice. The first one, like I think last week or something, but the second one was yesterday. But I have explained to the partner as well of the House of Gembala that actually like it won't affect that their listing on Airbnb, and I've like sent a screenshot of the reviews on their listing, and it's just because of like some bugs and anything technical issue basically, and they have understood as well. And yeah, I think hopefully it won't happen again in the future as what Stefan say. And yeah, that's it. Does anyone else wants to ask anything about this campaign? If no, I'll continue to our personal updates on the private card. I see there's no update, no card from Andra VD, and as well no update from me. And on Ray, no update, or perhaps do you have any quick updates about this one?
No update for now, Sasha.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then to Dipta. Dipta, do you have any update for your private card for to increase review check-in rate?
Yes, yes. Thank you, Sasha. I do have an update for this pivot. So yesterday I already add some new assets, especially in Canggu, Seminyak, and in Ubud. But in Seminyak, it's only one property, which is Atra. And I've checked some of my posters previously has some issue with the barcode, which was expired. So I already updated the new barcode with the Google API, and it's much better. And then for the past week, I already sent some posters to the guests, to the check-in guests, and covered it with my posters. And the guests gave no response, but they just say thank you. I mean, there's no feedback from them or about the posters, but just thankful for that. That's it, Sasha.
Okay, thank you for your update, Dipta.
Yes.
And for this one, did you only manage to send like to one guest last week, or is there any other guest that you send these posters?
Actually, I do have the tracker. For the past week, I already sent to 11 guests. 11 guests, which is the Despacito and Puri Klapa as the most that I sent.
And did they respond anything like did it help the posters for them in finding the property, or did they say anything?
Particularly not really. They just say they thank. That's it. No feedback for the poster actually. So that's kind of sad.
Okay, and that's okay. That's like it's part of the process. Fail fast and like never settle, right? And yeah, and how will you like monitor whether this actually works and increase the check-in rate or not?
I do have my
Have you
own tracker. I do have my own tracker, and every time I send the poster, I will ask the feedback from the guests. But it's quite.
Okay, but like none of them hasn't responded yet, yeah.
They are not responding, but they just say thank you. That's it. No particular reason or feedback for that.
Did you perhaps after they check in, did you ask for a follow up? Perhaps did the poster actually help you in finding? No, haven't yet.
Not haven't.
Okay, I think that would be something that you can do to monitor this pivot of yours and like send a follow up probably to them, as well as having a chit chat. I think that would be helpful as well. If you want to see whether this actually works or not, Dipta. So, Miss Secretary, probably you can write on the activity section there to remind Dipta to ask for a follow up to the guests that he sent the posters, whether it's helpful to them for them or not. Yeah. And thank you, Dipta, for the update. And does anyone else want to ask? Probably, or from our guests here, Sheldon, Stefan, Vira. We do have Fatea and Jocelyn.
Yes, please.
Yes, Erika.
Yeah, actually, I just want to point out that you're going to off board soon, and I guess I have to ask one, how would you delegate this one because like none of us are in Bali to like manage to make one, or like do you want us to like only follow up the ones that you already make for?
Well, actually, the last fourth one in Ubud is already last of the project. It's actually last step of the project. So Andrew is already okay with me. We can stop this project actually because no one is in charge in Bali to help with to continue the project. So I guess that's it. No more update.
Ah, I see. So like you're going to move this to done, yeah.
Yes, I will move it to done.
All right. Thank you, Dipta. Oh, so
You are
sad.
welcome, Erika.
Yeah, it's so sad. Oh my god. I hope you guys you extend lah Dip lah. But
uh,
anyway, I think probably like for making the poster, it can be done at the moment since we don't have anyone in Bali. But you can like delegate it to someone to monitor because we have like already several posters that's been done, and we can monitor. Like if you still haven't be able to finish, like monitor the progress and whether it worked or not, you can like delegate it to someone because it's still doable online. So yeah, you can also have that in mind, Dipta, instead of making it done because we still have no conclusion on this pivot, right? So you can delegate that to someone, and perhaps you, Erika, can put that in the reminder as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anyone else wants to ask? If no, let's move to another card. I think Dipta has another one. The on-site visit tracking.
so for
Any
this
update
one,
on this?
yeah, for this one, I have no update yet because I did not manage to have a meeting with Andre to discuss about the KPI. But as you can see, the previous 5 to 10% of convert of all inquiry visit, but unfortunately, it's still 3%.
Only
Only
3%.
3%.
Do you know why it's only
Well,
3%? Like what makes it not converted?
it's a external factor which is we cannot control. The guests just come or they did not get the minutes to come to the property when they make appointment with us. We already tried to follow up each every inquiry. Ask the guests, are they interested? Are they want to? Yes, ghosted. Do you want to come or do you want to ask for another property? But no respond. Most of them no respond or not interested. That is it. It's quite hard to control.
I see. Mhm. External factor is it's pretty hard, man.
Yes.
So yeah, I think you have to like make a meeting with Andres soon before while you're still here. So if there's in case there's anything, you can like delegate it to someone else as well. And Erika, Miss Secretary, could you please put a reminder again for Dipta to have a discussion with Andre? And also, Dipta, please answer the KPI on this activity that Gray asked here. And yeah, no other questions from me. Anyone wants to ask about this card? If no, that's actually pretty much for the update. And Erika, maybe you can start working on another pivot again since you're back. So
Yes.
yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop sharing this and share the discussion paper. By the way, welcome guys, Stefan, Wira, Jocelyn, who else? Fathia and Shelin, welcome you guys. Okay, I'm gonna share another screen. Okay, can you guys already see my screen? Okay, good.
Yes.
Oh, there's no discussion. Um, Do you guys have perhaps have any discussion on this? Let's see if there's still discussion that hasn't been answered yet. Untraveled receipt discussion. Sorry guys, I didn't expect this.
I actually have a question.
Yep.
Um,
Yes, Erika.
so like 2 days ago, actually, Kak Andrea like proposing to me about like finding a reminder for HAR. Like actually, it's just like a little, like innovations for like the night shift paper. Like he like he's like want to find an like app or like website that are similar like Google Calendar to put a reminder on the task uh, on the night shift paper. So like everyone can like do the task and like get reminded from the Google Calendar. But like if we put on Google Calendar, like it will like overstep the meetings that we already have. So like Kak Andre asked me to like find an app to make a reminder for that. So what do you guys think? Should we use another platform to like remind us about the task on night shift paper?
I think that's actually a good idea. Andre kind of told me as well yesterday, but I also like haven't got any idea about the app. Does anyone else like probably have anything in mind, or what do you guys think about this idea from Erika and Andre?
Yes,
Let's go to Deepta first.
mhm.
Oh
Or
yes,
maybe
Erika.
like the night shift paper is already like okay, like
Yes.
or do you have an urge to like want to get a reminder on the task with the app?
Let's see. Okay, Deepta. What do you think about this idea? Hello, Deepta. You're my point. Okay, let's go to Gray first then. Gray, what do you think?
Uh, for me, it's actually a good idea. I think for a night shift task, it's already good, but I think this kind of reminder app could be used for us for other just basic tasks of HR. Like for example, doing the morning message or see is if there's a guest that still needs to check in or check out, or contacting the guest that will check in tomorrow, etc. Because sometimes we uh, missed several guests that we don't how should I say it, like, because usually host for hosting, it's we need to see the situation first on how crowded it is during that day.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's crowded, then we don't usually do the basic task, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Mhm. I think that's the problem of ATR. And I think this kind of app is
Mm-hmm.
good, but I'm not sure. I don't know though. I'm not really like keen on technology, but I don't know if such an app exists. Probably yes. I just don't know what app it is.
Um,
Yes.
it's actually similar to like Trello, but like but Trello is like more. I mean like
Complicated.
yeah,
Complex.
complicated. So Andrea like asked me to find something like Trello, but like more easier to use, and everyone can see and get a reminder on.
Mhm.
But like the friction is, most of them are paid, so I'm not sure we can use it properly if we're not using the full version. But like I'm still doing a research
Mhm.
on it.
So you need to find something more complex than Dropbox, but something easier than Trello.
Yeah,
Hard task, hard
because
task.
because like sometimes in the Dropbox you get the notification, but sometimes uh like jujurly I don't get notification. So like sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's there's a few tests that are like missing, or
Yeah.
I forgot to do a follow up on it.
Mhm.
So
I get
yeah.
it. So the notification kind of drowned, isn't
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it? Yeah. But yes, that's for me, Sasha.
Okay,
Back to
thank
you.
you. Thank you for the input, Gray. And yeah, let's go back to the who's gonna, who was it? Sorry, Dipta, yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah, yes,
yeah, it was me.
Dipta. Yes,
Uh,
please do share
yeah,
your
from my
thoughts.
point of view, I think. Thank you, thank you. So from my point of view, I don't think it is feasible to add more platforms to do the handover, to remind us for task to particular task, because uh next shift paper is much more than okay. It's quite already sufficient enough for us to handover task. We just need to put. I'm sure you guys already know that the next shift paper we can put the date, correct? Let's say we need to resolve the task for next week. Why don't we just put the date and the calendar on the next paper, and then just put it for on the top side of the next each task, so we don't miss the task for next week. So I don't think it's feasible to add another platform to do the task reminder, and I think we're good with the next paper already.
Hmm, I see. I get your point. It's interesting. It's actually an interesting discussion. I would agree that Dropbox paper already like good enough, and yeah, we would consider your opinion as well, Lipta. And yes, Gray, what would you like to ask?
Mm, I kind of agree on that, but maybe if we really want to optimize on Dropbox, I think maybe we could make a new section, for example, for visit or following up payment, the one that we didn't need to really put on like the night shift to morning shift, because if it's too much, it's also kind of hard to scroll down and see which one are necessary and which one are not. Because as in for right now, I think there's quite a lot of dependencies in air support one that's actually already that's doesn't really need to be prioritized.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think maybe we could make a new section or like table on the night shift paper itself.
I
Yes.
think that would do to so like we make another section, right? Not another paper, right?
Yep.
So yeah, we can try to do that for sure. And I would I would think like actually what Ipta said also like right that we won't need probably another app, because if we have too much app and too many tasks to check, we might miss like the one that we're already doing. So for that, I think since what do you think, Erica, about our opinion?
Yeah, at first when Kak Andre told me, I think like that too. I thought that too. Like I think the night shift paper is already like sufficient for everyone. And but like I mean it's like it's worth the try finding the app for the reminder, because Kak Andre was going to like let's try it on Google Calendar, like so like it's personal reminder, but I think it's personal preference if you're going to do that or not. And yeah, actually the struggle is like to find the app that is suitable for us to like use that. And I think if it's not suitable, I think it would be like too much. And I think we can maximize the efficiency or night shift paper, like gray set, like adding a section. I think that would work too. But I need to ask Andre if he's agree with this, because he's the one who asked me. So yeah, I mean, if he said otherwise, I think I'm going to try to continue find the one app that will suitable for us.
Okay, then it is concluded. That Erika, you can like try to find the suitable app first. While in the meantime, we're still gonna stick to the what is it? The night shift paper, and you can actually, Erika. By the way, we for the conclusion now we have like this template. Since you just got back, and so we can have this option: decision, follow-up discussion, project card, or no decision at all. So you can like put your reminder here, the conclusion that you're gonna find the app, and then in the meantime we're gonna stick to the NS paper and make a new section for like the follow-up dependencies that is not prioritized yet. So we will be focusing on like what's going on at the moment only. So yeah, you can write it down there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Or actually, does any of you guys here, probably, or from our guests, have any ideas about a good reminder app that is actually good and free? What do you guys think? Do you guys use any of that reminder app? Maybe let's go to who's here? Weira from BI. Yeah? Gcall. Is it Gcall on like Google Calendar? Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
mentioned it before, right? But
Google
it's gonna be
Calendar.
like too much on our schedule. Like it's gonna be crowded there. So yeah, we're considering like another app. Yeah, Weira, do you have any like ideas perhaps on what a good app, good reminder app?
Maybe Sasha, you could maybe give our guests a glimpse of how night shift paper looks first.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me share the night shift paper. What is it? I'll just stop screen sharing this one. Thank you, Gray, for the what is it, for the input, by the way. Okay, I'll just stop screen share this one. Hang on a second. So this is for what night shift paper looks like actually, guys. So we actually have these dependencies for mornings to night shift, because we do have night shift person as well to like do the work. And this is what actually it looks like. It's pretty much like this. It's divided into like sections from WhatsApp, Airbnb profiles here, also Facebook and Instagram. So what we meant is actually, as you guys can see, from Air Support 1, we already have like dependencies that actually been here for like days, because we just put a reminder this to be done like according to the schedule that we set on the paper. So yeah, what we want is we want to like make what Erika's idea is about to like make another probably app or like another reminder platform for us to like that reminds us about this is not prioritized at the moment, so we can focus on what we can do today, and it won't be here like for too long because it's kind of gonna get crowded. Usually it's crowded than this. It's much better at the moment. So yeah, that's for the background. See, if you guys, so you guys can understand our guest here. So yeah, thank you, Gray, for that input. So that's pretty much it. That's so let's go back to Vira. Vira, do you have any ideas probably what reminder app that would be useful in this case?
Not at the moment sih, Kak.
Okay.
Because
It's okay.
yeah, because
Okay.
I jarang juga
Oh, okay.
use application reminder
No
application.
worries. Probably to Stefan, or yeah.
Uh,
Do you use any reminder app?
no, I rarely use that, but I don't know. I just googled it and I found that Bittrex 24 could be a solution, I guess, because it's free. Free for 12 users and 5 gigabyte online storage. I actually haven't used that app, but think I could suggest that.
I
The
write it down
name
in the chat. Yeah.
mm, is Bittrex 24. I just came the whole uh, introduction of the app, but yeah, I guess it could be an insight.
Thank you so much for like searching that up, Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Erika, you can write it down and like do further research on that. Yeah. Uh, if anyone else don't have like any idea at the moment yet, it's okay. Yes, who's that? Yes, Fatia.
So maybe I just want to give like my opinion. Like before I did business project for college with my friends, and we use Asana. That's for like it can help us with dependency management. Like we will know what tasks we should prioritize, and there's like a schedule like Google Calendar. Maybe it's like similar like Monday.com.
Ah, nice, nice. So what was it again? Could you please like type it down in the chat?
Okay.
So Erika, you can like go check that out as well. Asana, okay. Thank you, Fatia, for the input. That's really great. I mean, like, it's great if you can like divide that into like depending on the priority. That's gonna be good. So yeah, probably anyone else wants to give an idea, or do you guys have any questions? Please do feel free to floor it here. If no, I think that's pretty much sums up our meeting. Oh, as well, we actually have another discussion from David Finance. So Dipta already and Maria and me already like give my thoughts on this. So if you guys, the rest Gray, Erika, could you please remind Gray yourself and Andre to like do share their opinion on this section here from David, yeah. Okay, thank you, Erika. I think that's pretty much our discussion. If no one else wants to like have another discussion or anything, I think that's pretty much sums up our HAR Scrum this week. Glad that we finished earlier. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Thank you guys. Bye bye.